Hello, Exel for another amazing League of Legends cast. Here casting the gentleman on my list, Threeleggedturl, who's playing Cassiopeia today, currently ranked Diamond 3. Not sure what he finished last season, but very high level player. I've casted one of his games before, and he was against an all Diamond enemy team, so pretty high MMR. The game that I casted, wow. A lot of big plays, 3 pink wards by 6 minutes, and just a pleasure. So let's hope that this one lives up to that sort of standard. For the bot lane, we have the Sona and the Caitlyn. So a poking lane with Sona going Ignite. So definitely looking to poke a little bit. Bottom lane for Karma and Jhin. So they are probably looking to affect the mid game a little bit more, whereas the Caitlyn Sona is looking to push the early tower to poke Karma Jhin out of lane, and then Caitlyn scale into the late game. For the mid lane, we have a very unusual Lucian mid. Yes, that is right, folks, a Lucian mid with Ignite. This is high level. And we against my boy Threeleggedturl on Cassiopeia, running the very standard Ghost Flash. I honestly don't know how this match is going to work out. If Lucian can dodge the poisons, or if Cassiopeia can get a poison on Lucian and then he can E away from that before the rain of E's come down, then he'll fare pretty well. But I definitely like the Cassiopeia and the scaling here. And Lucian should be a lane bully. If he's not, he's in for a lot of trouble. Top match, not very interesting. Not really going to spend too much focus on this one. We have Swain versus Nasus. Swain's kind of looking to affect the map in the mid game more so than the Nasus. Nasus is just trying to sack his Q. There he goes with this first one. And Swain is more of a team fighter. Swain wants everyone around him, and affecting the team fight a lot more. So looking to teleport down to that first dragon, maybe swing over for a Rift Herald, swing over to mid lane to make a gank. But Nasus is just fine up here normally for the first at least 20 or 25 minutes. And if Swain is still here without leaving lane, then he's in for a lot of trouble with the Nasus scale. Overall, the scaling is definitely in favor of the red team with the Twitch jungle against the Graves jungle. Twitch jungle you don't see in high elo play. Graves is at the top tier right now. People just love playing him. The only thing is that with the Graves of the jungle, you don't have the CC and you don't have the tank, which Swain at least is able to provide some of that. So yes, early game for the blue team. Later in the game, definitely towards the end, towards the I have to say 30-40 minutes plus, going to be a big advantage. So we have the Caitlyn going for the double kill and lands the double kill. And meanwhile, Lucian goes ahead and gets that early kill on Cassiopeia. Lots going on here, kills in every lane. Can't follow it all, folks. I apologize. We have Nasus going down. So we have red team wagerly ahead in the bot lane, and then blue team ahead in both the top and the mid lane. Jungle camp, let's take a look at how the jungle is going. And jungle, we have a pretty even start, but with Graves not having died and 2 assists. That Swain picking up the first 2 kills. Wow, that's really big for Swain in the top lane. It should be able to bully this Nasus out and not let him farm. Bot lane should try to freeze this in front of their turret. Let's see what they do here. Gotta hit that. Underneath the turret, if you're the support and you know the AD carry is not going to get that farm, you want to go ahead and hit it with a auto, with a Q. Oh, disconnect from the Lucian. This is really not good. This is after the time when a disconnect can force a surrender. So this is really big disadvantage. One of the 2 winning lanes. So let's see what happens here. Graves looking to pick up the farm just in case he doesn't come back. And we have Karma with the effective W and the Q. Lots of damage on that. That's only a support Karma. And look at all that damage on that Twitch. Twitch does not have the tank to sustain this sort of early damage. Lucian is not coming back. It does not seem. Wonder what's happening here. Bot lane going hard again. We have red team pushing up in the wave. This is just how a Caitlyn Sona lane is supposed to go, even without the 2 kills. But with those 2 kills, The Karma Jin can't really do anything. Reconnected. Okay, so Lucian is back, but there's a huge advantage now in terms of XP coming for the Cassiopeia. There you see the level. He's going to be a full level head of Lucian when she gets back. Let's see if Swain is able to zone the Nasus. When you have this far of a lead, what you want to do is you don't want to push your lane. You only want to last hit it, and you want to kind of stay around towards the end of your minions here, where you can still last hit, but you're making sure that Nasus can't get the experience, and especially not the gold for these last hits and these minion waves. So we have the Twitch coming up. He's invisible right now. Not sure if there's a ward in that bush. Oh, just barely gets the stun with the Swain. This is going to be a kill. Swain without any wards. Again, even if with a vision ward, would not have been enough to stop the Twitch from affecting the lane up top. So very good job. We have the Twitch picking up a kill, so important so that doesn't get speed rogue in the jungle. Graves making a difference on the bottom, getting the double kill, and allowing the Jin and Karma to catch back up. Now, this is a slight mistake from Karma. She should be trying to push the wave with their Jin. Jin with no mana is looking to push this wave and go back and buy right now. So a little bit of a misplay from Karma here. Because Jin still has to push this next wave before it crashes on the turret. Just walks, folks, and you're gonna see the mistake here. See how it crashes right here? This is where it helps to have your support pushing as well. Now he's only gonna clear this, and Caitlyn's gonna catch most of this farm here. She's only gonna lose 1 or 2 creeps, so just a slight misstep from the support. But she's gonna come back here with plenty of time. And look, even covering in the mid lane. Very interesting. Lucian went back, and now support is covering the mid lane farm. Very unusual. You don't see this in a pro game. People don't normally leave their lanes quite this early. But look at this damage. Look at the aggression that Karma's doing. Wow, that's a mid lane Cassiopeia that she almost killed. So close, but once again, that is a misstep. Should not be trying to engage the mid lane in a battle that you saw towards the end was a level 4 versus level 7. Graves easily picking up that kill. 3 kills, 0 deaths, 2 assists, 6 out of 7 kill participation. Very strong early Graves game. Looking for him to start carrying this. We have Swain, who's died in top lane. Is going back, not able to zone as effectively, doesn't have as big of a lead, but still should be hitting that level 7 before Nasus. Remember, does not want to just try farming with Nasus. Wants to see as the lane is pushed here, now should be roaming or trying to do a teleport play, which is up in a few seconds, probably in about 20 seconds. So just staying here. If you're going to stay up here, you should be trying to poke, do some damage, warding the tri-bush, something along those ends. Very nice jungle roam by the Graves. Nasus is not going to be thinking that there's a jungler in this bush up here. Shouldn't push out. Realizes that he's in a very vulnerable situation. Call's coming down on bot. Action signs. They're saying that they want to engage or they need jungler help. Well, they clearly see the jungler's top lane, so I wouldn't really be engaging if I were them either with the 2-kill Caitlyn. Even though it's a Dirk against a command sector, you still don't really necessarily want to be engaging in a full team fight right now, especially with the Sonya, who her crescendo, her ultimate is going to be coming up shortly. Could hit a double stun with damage, with the Caitlyn trap underneath, and then they're in for a lot of trouble. Up in the top lane, Graves finally went back and realized that Nasus was not going to leave the middle of his lane, was not going to leave his tower, and Twitch is contemplating the gank. Jungler is not seen, but will be seen by this pink ward here. This vision ward does see him, and let's see if he's able to pick up this kill. All used by Swain, gonna try to get the kill, but no! Nasus picks it up and gets the stack. Very good job. Is able to gank this top lane, get this Nasus back in the game. Has a level advantage on the Swain, and actually has a farm lead, which is really good for getting that first death on him. We have the bot lane going ahead and diving. We have 3 on the Caitlyn, not able to pick up that damage, but should be able to either make a dragon play, which for this wind dragon, not necessarily what he wants to be doing. Probably putting pressure on bottom. but he's going to go ahead and take this easy dragon. You never know what's going to come up next. We'll take this dragon off the table. Again, this is high elo play. Diamond 3 is my friend Threeleggedturl. His MMR should be pretty decent. Here we go. Damage coming up. Ghost Pop, and this is the damage of the Cassiopeia. This is why the Ghost Flash is so good on her. Really, only movement is her issue. There we go with the stun, and beautiful, beautiful. That Cassiopeia is right back in it with 5 kills, 2 deaths, stacking these items, stacking this tier. Probably going to look to push this wave. I don't think she's going to freeze it. She's probably going to want to go back to base and buy with that 2 kill lead. And we have the Twitch being aggressive here. A little bit dangerous with the Cassiopeia not being pushed up and with being slightly underpowered. They could go for this mid turret here. I don't think they'll get it, but they could do some damage. Let's see what happens here. Once again, another disconnect. What is going on with the servers tonight? 2 disconnects, seemingly. Doesn't seem like either wanting to be, but we have the Nasus gone, and this team needs that Nasus. They cannot let this Swain split push top and TP whenever he wants to any team fight. It will be game over quickly if that is the case. So let's see how the bottom matchup is doing. Let's take a look at the item count and the minion count. We have 2 kills, 1 death for each of the 80 carries, and each with 2.5 items. With boots for Caitlyn, and then another half item by Jhin. Supports 3 deaths to 2, both buildings just practically identical. At the mid lane, a big buy, big difference from the Cassiopeia. This already with a Marilla Nomicon and a stacking tier before the 12-minute mark. Great item lead right now. He's gonna probably look to push that. He's able to win any 2v2 that she takes with the jungler. We have Graves against the Twitch, 3 kills compared to the 1, and they both finished their jungle item, but Graves with a significant amount more gold with the kill and the farm. Wow, 6 kills for the Cassiopeia, looking to carry this game. Jungler invisible, trying to make a play. If this Cassiopeia is being this aggressive, you gotta assume that there might be a jungler right by. If Twitch followed up, that was for sure a kill. Pressure going on bot. I don't think they realized that Nasus isn't there yet. We had the ignite used by Karma and the kill picked up by Jhin. I think that was necessary because with the heal being used, it doesn't look like that was going to be enough damage to kill the Caitlyn, but Jhin able to pick it up, looking once again to push this wave, head back, buy some items, regenerate that mana. Probably would have been able to push those last 2 creeps, but just taking the safe route, not knowing where Twitch is. Again, don't want to chance it. I probably would have pushed those 2 waves, but hey, I'm not a diamond player, and let's see what happens in this future event. Nasus is still not back yet. Game is still close. Even gold pretty much, with 1 dragon going towards blue buff. We have wards, not too much out on the map. We have 1 or 2 wards out by each. Definitely not the high warding game that I saw of last time from the Threeleggedturtles game. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. Twitch does have a surprising amount of damage. He is hyper carry and has a kill. This Karma must be running AP 10 runes because, and probably masteries as well to get additional AP, because she's doing just as much as an AP mid, surprisingly. Both supports going with the ignite, looking to be aggressive. Blue team is starting to take over this game where once red team had an advantage. Wow, this is really too bad because this was going to be quite the entertaining and back and forth type of game, I feel, but with Nasus not in the game, the last will be probably a 20-minute surrender. I don't think that they'll do the 15-minute surrender now new in the 7.10 patch, just because the kills are so close and the gold is so close and the first dragon's gone towards blue, but we have the top lane going to most certainly go for it. The Swain bot lane not able to pick that up in time. That is the first turret, so even with with the extra player, you can see that the gold lead is moving over. That's 2 turrets now. Big gold lead now, 3,000 gold, and the first dragon. We have the mid turret going down. A good advantage for this red team. Really, this Cassiopeia needs to hard carry this game, and I'm talking 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, and with this blue buff, she very well could do it. Just needs to back up there. She's got the minion camp helping her. Minions, help him! Oh, the jungler's worst nightmare is the minions going ahead and killing him. Oh wow, the full 2-on-1 now with double buffs. What a hard carry. 10 kills, 3 deaths. If they can somehow win this game without the Nasus, I will be thoroughly amazed, and this will be a cast for the ages. I'm looking forward to this. Look at all this damage. They unfortunately don't have a tank here to be able to burst this damage, take this damage. But where Cassiopeia, wow, with the 3 kills in a short time span. This is just such a pleasure to watch. 11 kills in 15 minutes. She's going to be able to go back and almost buy a death cap. Wow, this is just so incredible. I really would like to see this. This would be just a really special moment if we could watch this here today. 2-on-1 here against the Caitlyn. Not going to be able to do too much other than trade that kill. That's all she could have done. Use the flash for it. But we have another dragon coming up. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be the Infernal Dragon. So a very important dragon. If blue team can pick this up, they're slightly out of position with the Graves on the other side of the map. I don't believe the red team knows where Graves is right now, as there is a real lack of wards. They're just trying to even out the kills and try to even out the gold. We have Twitch trying to jungle, but got it reset. And let's see what Sona does. Sona scans the dragon. It's really free for them right now. If they can go ahead and burst it, I don't know if they will. It's a little bit dangerous with the Nasus not being there, but they're going to try. They know they need to try something. They need to get some advantages wherever they can get them. And Cassiopeia is waiting on the enemy team to come through these bushes, and they do not want to fight her, especially on a one-on-one. They do not want to fight her at all. As Swain top, he's got such a huge advantage there. He's looking to push that turret, but right now he's just happy solo farming up there. He eventually is going to want to use that teleport to engage on the fight. That ends up being favorable for them, but right now he's just happy taking that turret out. And Cassiopeia is going to try doing her stuff, but wow, she can take 1 out, she can take 2 out, but she just can't take 3 out. And all she can. Beautiful play by Sonya. Wow, but not able to get out of that alive. Graves picks up the kill, 7 kills, 3 assists for him, and this game is it might just be a little bit too much out of their hands.
Rampage.
Let's see what this top turret's looking like. Swain still pushing it, still happy to pick up all this solo farm. Went for the Rod of Ages, which is now stacking. Gonna go for a slightly defensive build with the Hourglass. That is a normal build, but when it's a 5-on-4, you might be able to go for a little bit more AP. But looking to get this Zhonya's Hourglass, turn it to ult, and then Zhonya's with damage inflicting all around you. Let's see how that plays out. We have the Rallies built for Cassiopeia, one of her main items. Wasn't sure if she was going to go Rallies or was she going to go Death Cap for the hard carry. She went Rallies. Ever since the nerf, a lot of people do not build Rallies on most champions, but with Cassiopeia, it's just too valuable. They're looking for a team fight. Blue team, red team's just looking to clear minions. They don't necessarily want to take a team fight here. Lucian is flanking. A little bit of aggressive play. You don't necessarily want to be flanking as an AD carry, but he knows that that there's only 4 of them and can look to make an aggressive play on a squishy. And there is no Nasus top, so they're all squishy. Don't really expect the surrender here just because of this Cassiopeia hard carry, but you never know. The other 3 players could want to just switch games and not see if blue team throws. Nasus nowhere to be found. This was not a rage quit, I don't believe, because the game was even when the disconnect happened. We have 4 pushing mid, Sonya taken out, and Cassiopeia gonna try to clear these waves and do some damage, but against this Jin ult and the Graves ult, there's just too much damage, too much circumference, and there's not much that he can do. I think with those final kills and with this pressure on this mid turret, I think this is going to be it at the 20-minute mark. This red team probably really frustrated that they had a hard carry in mid lane, and I'm just sorry, Threeleggedturl, like there's nothing else you could do. You did your best, you 2-on-1 them. you got the you got the mid turret for your team. There's just really, absolutely nothing that could happen. You never know, like if Caitlyn was able to win hard bottom. Wow, I wonder if red team is even gonna know that that happened. I don't think so. I think they could just surrender right here, possibly as a 4-on-4. Lucian did come back last time, so we expect him to come back. But let's see if they can finish off this kill on Swain. Swain is pretty tanky with the Spectre's Cowl and the Seeker's Arm Guard. Wow, and the Mercurial Treads. Just able to get out and just too tanky with that ultimate. Ooh, Baron's gonna be hitting him. One more shot. Pow, one more, and he was most certainly dead. There is no surrender coming out, and this is a straight 4-on-4, but red team is not aware of it as of yet. Cassiopeia using her ult, just trying to pick up any sort of kill for her team. She wants to get something and she's trying to finish off that support, but really nothing she can do with this Graves with 2.5 items and full boots. Now the Lucian's back. I don't know how much longer the red team is going to play this out. They do have the hyper carries in Cassiopeia and Caitlyn still, and you know there could always be a chance that Nasus is gonna come back. Maybe he has a duo somewhere saying that he's having a computer issue or he's coming back, but there isn't a surrender yet. Don't know if they're close yet, but blue team should be looking to try to take some advantages and try to finish this off. You don't want this team scaling, especially with Twitch, Cassiopeia, and Caitlyn getting farm, getting levels. As we've already seen, Cassiopeia has been able to 2-on-1, almost 3-on-1. Not something that you want to risk. There is a question mark going down on Baron. They're considering it. They really want to pick up a kill. Cassiopeia is just using it all whenever possible. She's just looking to pick up somebody. She's trying to kill the support. She's trying to kill the tank top, but it's just a little bit too much. She doesn't have enough health, and she's got low health right now. Twitch trying to expose, just is able to get with the ult, trying to go for the double kill here with the Caitlyn help. Flashes up for the kill, and with the red buff is able to get the slow and the damage just enough for it. Wow, that is a 2-on-0 on a 5v4. They have hope, folks. They have hope. This team can do it. They have the red buff. They have 3 scaling champions. They just need to not give up so many turrets and a Baron. They can give up this next dragon if needed, and it's not the end of the world. They may try to burst it down right now. Let's see how this plays out. They're going out, they're clearing wards, they're doing everything right. This would truly be an amazing, amazing comeback. I'm really on the edge of my seat. I cannot wait to see this. This is the most entertaining game I've seen in the last few weeks, if this can happen. I love it, I love it, I love it. Just goes to show you not to immediately surrender. When you have a 5-on-4, your team still can do it. 2 Infernal Dragons, the best possible Drakes for you, especially with this scaling team. They're calling for a fight down here. Red team is calling to come down, but there's no point fighting down here. These dragons are already taken. There's just a 3-on-2 engaged down here. They're going to lose it. There's really no reason to stick around the dragon pit in that area, just because you've already taken the objective. There's no point. Just go back and buy. Go and start taking your jungle. Start clearing mid wave. There's so many other things that you can do. Very good ult by Sona. She was dead if she didn't ult. She knew that, and Lucian was able to force that with his ult. Kind of going around. You see the disrespect this Karma has. Going up even with low life. She looks like she's going to be able to pick up the kill. One more shot! And the trade. She was happy for that trade. With the 5-on-4, you're happy for any trade. Kind of a wasted redemption there. You ain't able to pick up the kill. They're going to get this turret, and red team's just losing a little bit too many turrets, a little too quickly. They still have a chance though. This double Infernal Dragon, they need to get levels. They need to slow this game down. Get picks whenever they can, whenever's needed, and try to ward up. Trying to make plays. You can't blame Cass for doing that. She's trying to do anything for her team. Lucian's trying to bait. But Cassiopeia is just going to say, nay, I do not believe this is the fight that I want, and rightly so. There are 3 of them there. She probably could get 1. possibly 2. There's no way she'd be able to pick up 3 in this instance. Action going on the bot lane. Have Twitch going on the Swain, and very, very nice pickup there. Twitch does have damage. A little bit of heal from the Sona just so that he can get back to the Nexus. And Cassiopeia does not have the flash, as you remember. Trying to get up, gonna do lots of damage, stays in the background. A double kill picked up. That is a 4 for nothing by the team with 4. It's a 5-on-4 and they pick up a 4 for nothing. Baron is a little bit too of an aggressive call here. They could try it, but they're just doing fine without it. Pushing out the waves, push out all 3 waves is what the best option would be. Here Lucian is going to try to secure this red buff. Kind of a mistake as the team is able to see that he's there. Possible Baron right now. Again, 3 are down, and you could have a 3-man Baron here with Cassiopeia pushing on the bot wave. Again, a little aggressive. We have Caitlyn pushing down the middle. There's a minion wave in mid. They could do it. They have the damage. I don't know if they have the tank, but we have a one-on-one going down. Very, very close. Oh, and Cassiopeia is just barely able to get it. Has the shield that comes up just at the end and just enough to be able to win the solo 1v1. This is just truly incredible, truly amazing. Everyone is picking up exactly what they need to do. If Nasus left on purpose and is checking back, I bet he's thinking, why is this game taking so long? I left, but I don't think that's the case. If he comes back, I'm not sure if he's going to be a help or a hindrance for his team, but we're going to have to find out. Cassiopeia, just try to get out. You don't need to do everything with low health. Not her fault. Graves, just use the ult there. 2 on bottom. Rest of the team, rest of the red team is on top lane. Caitlyn hitting Swain a few times. Oh, and Twitch jumping up behind her. And we have Lucian trying to pick up the Caitlyn before the Twitch gets there. Will not be enough as the Twitch picks up the kill. Cannot go for the Baron as of yet. Do not have a tank. They don't have enough damage. And we have 3 members for blue, 2 members for red. But as we've seen, the numbers don't matter. Red team do have strong members. And Graves is just able to do enough damage and able to close it out with 13 kills, 6 assists, has enough items. Sona is just trying to get out after having warded the Baron. It's a very good job as blue team could have possibly tried the Baron. Graves is looking for the kill here. Let's see if they're able to pick it up. With that ult, they almost certainly will pick that up. Again, a Baron call is possible here. You have at least 3 members. It's only Cassiopeia up, able to do anything at this moment. Probably is a little bit aggressive, but let's see what happens. Safer play would be for Graves to do this counter jungling, push out the top wave, and perhaps throw a ward by Baron. Let's see what happens. But we have Swain pushing out the bottom wave. Has the TP. I haven't really seen him use the TP too much. Maybe only once so far this game. But he's on the bottom wave. That's exactly what you should be doing when you have a TP and a big wave pushing towards the opposite side of an objective. Because Baron is the next objective, you want to have your TP on the opposite side, which is bot wave. That way, if there is a fight around Baron, you can't TP down towards it. Here we have the Caitlyn being caught out just a little bit, and there's just too many dangerous traps, and there's too many damage for Caitlyn to be that far up without the help of the support, without the help of the team. You can't have deaths like that just because it's now a 5-on-3, and it's so much more powerful than a 5-on-4. Here we have, again, a fight that red team doesn't necessarily want. Might be able to burst out the support, but that's about it. You do have the Lucian a little bit weaker. Cast on the Cassiopeia. Twitch looking to follow up, and unfortunately, maybe not the greatest hourglass. We're going to have to see how this plays off when the 2 carries from red team are finished off. Now the support, it's only a matter of time before she goes down, and we have Caitlyn pushing bot wave. Looks like a free dragon, possibly a push in the bottom wave in the mid. There's going to be a lot taken here, folks. Caitlyn pushing top. Really, after this wave, should not be there any longer. Calling Baron. This will be game, folks. If they can secure this Baron, it's really, really unlikely that red team has a chance to win if this Baron is taken. We're going to have to see. But the honey fruit are left for one of the members that has lower life. They have lots of damage here. This is definitely a damage comp. Swain is the tankiest of the members. Lucian tried to E over, but alas was not able. She needs to be a little bit careful. 2 Baron shots. He's gonna die, but with all that damage, not likely. Blue team should probably just take the safe back. Pick up whatever jungle and farm you can. Do the safe back. Buy and start looking to push an inhibitor. Red team is looking to hold out, not lose an inhibitor, and try to get this game to level 18. They're at level 16, 16, 15, 13, and they want to be all at level 18, especially the Twitch, Cassiopeia, and Caitlyn, because that's when they really are at full strength and will be able to affect the game. They're calling to go mid, the blue team. Red has 3 mid. Sona is looking to ward, I believe, looking to start the red herself, but really should not be doing that without the 80 carry. There she is. These gen ults are very, very useful just because of the damage and the slow that they give. Here, beautiful crescendo from Sona, and the ult that sneaks by from Caitlyn. We have Twitch caught up into the stun, and Swain being able to take down. We have a 2-for-0 right now. Red able to fight back. This is a Baroned up team. They still can do it. They still have a chance. The comeback is still possible. Nasus is down. 2 dragons to 2. Baron for blue. But, wow, there's an advantage here. Red team can do it. They just need even fight, and they can do it. We have a fight at red, and Lucian's just able to pick that enough. Just is able to burst out the Twitch, and is going to go ahead and push that top wave with Baron. I think he knows that he can't really go too far because of the team going up towards him. He's going to take the quick back that Baron gives and go ahead and buy. Well, we have good farm from the jungler. 147 at this point is a good amount. The lanes are doing decently. Lucian a little bit low on that 162. We have the Baron still left on a couple of people, these two particularly, as well as the Graves, the Karma, and Swain have lost their Baron buff. So let's see how this plays out. The Baron buff isn't going to last much longer. Still has about 45 seconds left on it. Good enough for another push or two. Probably just one push. Red team knowing that one misstep could be the end of this game. Just knowing that all this hard work, all this time, crescendo missed by Sona. Oh, that's unfortunate because it is such an important ult and champion. 2 down, Brute getting Cassiopeia, and this might be the game right here. That's all it takes. One little slip up, and blue team with their man advantage. I know you hate to see it. Really rooting for the red team to come with the underdog here because of this huge disadvantage. But it really looks like these death timers at 45 seconds, if they push this wave, I don't know if they know it yet, but if they push this wave, they win the game. They don't know it. Wow, this was game, and let's just hope that this doesn't go back to bite them, because they're going to feel pretty bad if they lose a 5-on-4 and go back to this replay and see that they were able to win that here. Swain doing a good job pushing the top, keeping the pressure on. If you're not going to win the game and push mid, at least have the other team up against their turrets and not able to aggress on your team at all. Looking like Graves going to get the Scuttle Crab Dragon in a minute 40. Not the Elder Dragon as of yet, but the next one will be. Looking to try to secure, I imagine some wards are going to go out. They already have good wards, as you can see. They are going to be able to see if red comes down and tries to contest this dragon. But you have to be oh so careful to do it. You have to have Cassiopeia there. Surprise from Twitch will definitely help. And let's see how this mid unfolds. We have the Ghost Fuse. No Graves. It doesn't go past the wall, unfortunately. Lucian once again able to 1v1 the Twitch. Slightly more damage. Waiting for that minion wave. Swain pushing up the middle. This is a 4-on-3 as of right now. Make that a 5-on-3, I apologize. Red team just looking to hold here. Don't want to lose another inhibitor. were able to waste the Baron buff onto the team and not lose any sort of Nexus turrets. But we're going to have to see. It may be a little too late. Dragon up in 20 seconds. Really safe play would be to go back and get the dragon. At this point, you might not necessarily need it. Just pushing in top wave, bot wave, would keep the pressure on and probably do more towards finishing the game than getting this dragon. But let's see what they decide to do. Switching over to top lane, and red team responding in time as they should. War on dragon, clearing out the wave. One thing this team does have is awesome ability to wave clear. Picks up the 2 kills, or none. 3 kills, none. Wow! Wow, wow, wow. They keep doing it again and again and again. Even after that team fight win, still have a 10,000 gold disadvantage. They could go for the Elder Dragon right now. This could be the buff they need to win the game. If they get this Elder Dragon buff, could win the next team fight, possibly push some turrets, maybe even get an inhibitor, finish off from the Twitch, and without a jungler, this Lucian only has the chance of it all. Gave it a try, wasn't enough. Red team looking for the kill, they do spot him, probably not worth the chase. Be better to push out the waves, collect your red buff, collect this scuttle here. Very, very important to pick up the Scuttle Crab in front of an objective that's going to be spawning shortly, especially the Baron buff. Baron buff is game-changing. As we saw with the blue team that got the Baron buff, they were able to pick up the mid turret, they were able to pick up the mid inhibitor. They could have won the game, but just were they were overestimating Red's ability to come back and to defend. Let's see, does anybody prioritize this Scuttle Crab? It does look like blue team will be the first ones there. It should not be Twitch pushing this top lane, as he's going to give away his location. But in losing this Scuttle Crab, let's see how this plays. Lucian and bottom wave. Okay, so how this should play out is red team's going to see that Lucian is bot lane, and red team should engage in a fight at this point. They should push mid, push top, engage in a fight. Blue team, knowing that this is what red wants to do, goes back, retreats back to mid lane, swains, heads back to base, regenerates, comes back into mid lane, and whoa, super aggressive by the Lucian, looking to try to finish him off. Oh, and the trade here. Trade once again in advantage of the blue team. Because you have that extra member, you're always looking for a trade, 1-for-1 trade, especially against the hard carry Cassiopeia, who has the bulk of the kills. 16 kills for Cassiopeia, 12 for Twitch, and they both have it. Oh, all three have 9 assists, including Caitlyn. Beautiful crescendo once again from Sona. Wow, she just hits those, and the team's able to fire up with damage. Beautiful for the Caitlyn, who just needs some. Oh, so close. But possibly without the hourglass, would have been able to sustain that shot. Once again, another team fight win. 5 for 2. What can get pushed here? There's a minion wave pushing mid. It looks like 1 to 2 turrets are going to be able to be pushed in mid. We have Cassiopeia, who's up in 3 seconds. They're going to push that top wave away from the turret. But very good job from Caitlyn. You get a few tower hits, and the Sona will be able to heal you a little bit. That way the tower is not affecting your minions, and somebody is calling Baron, but I like the play by Caitlyn Sona. Go ahead and push mid wave. Let's see if they're able to do it. Caitlyn smartly trying to get the tower. Wow, look at that damage. Just head back, guys. Head back. You could stay and get this tower, but the safer play is to go back towards Baron. They have a ward on it, but it just expired. They have no vision on Baron. Just this one ward that just expired. They have no idea this Baron is going on, but they are pinging towards it. They have a feeling. Red team is going for it. Look at this damage that they have. Level 18, level 18, level 17. They're bursting through it. They're going to be able to get it. Keep focusing it, guys. You can do it. Caitlyn, hit it, hit it, hit it. And the Baron is secured, even with the Sona dying. It is so worth it. Twitch going ahead and getting stunned. Is going to go ahead and try him back. And does he get out? He gets out. Cassiopeia should not engage. It's a 1-on-4. If she's got flash, you gotta flash out. Do not die here. Hit that blast cone. Get out of there. Slow is going to stop her, but that's okay. It looks like she's out with that blast cone. Hit it, hit it, hit it! And she does. But the stun is just enough to lock her up. And that's a Baron for 2, but I believe that's worth it unless the blue team is able to pick up either this inhibitor and win the game, or pick up 2 inhibitors. Let us see. We have 2 players defending with Baron buff. Caitlyn cannot take too much free damage. Good E out of the stun. Karma looking to get the grasp on him. We have 3 pressuring. Baron buff not able to do a whole lot because they don't have a whole lot of minions. Thankfully, Caitlyn has the GA, able to come back from this. Sona, you're going to want to block this for some of your teammates, and they are able to just barely make this out alive. Cassiopeia returning in 12 seconds. Oh, a little bit too much damage from Sona. Oh, and the first miss crescendo I've seen. That's just the second, mind you, but still pretty good overall. Goes ahead and uses the redemption. Gets back to 3/4 health, heals up for the rest. Good block by Swain. You did an hourglass this time. Good job. No objectives really to be taken at this point. Blue team not wanting to throw this ranked game, especially not with a Nasus leaving at about 12 minutes in and having a solo top lane. Very, very lazy back by Swain. Once again, goes ahead and dies. Red team able to... Beautiful play. When someone is died with the GA, you go ahead and trap under the GA so that immediately when they spawn, they're trapped. There could be a possible push. There could be an inhibitor take. Do Red have any minions? They do, and a cannon minion wave. Oh, how exciting. How much time's left on this Baron? Oh, 40 seconds. That is just enough to push this wave. That is just enough to get an inhibitor. A 4-man inhibitor. Oh my god, 42 minutes in, and they've got it. Blue team not wanting to lose the game here. Beautiful ult up once again with the Cassiopeia. Gets the stun. Trap done once again to perfection. This is just picture perfect team play. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Fall back, Cassiopeia. Use the Baron minions. Go for the finish. Go for the Nexus. It's just a support up. You can do it. Hit this tower. Don't try to style. Just try to do it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! Okay, wait, we have Lucian coming up in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and they got the turret down! Holy crap! Holy crap! This is high-level play. This is why you have a scaling team. You make this last 43 minutes, and that is how it's done. You don't give up. Land those 2 important dragons. The other team let up a little bit, and this is by far the best game I have ever cast. Thank you, Threeleggedturl, for allowing me to cast your game. Wow, you showed up, your team followed through. This has just been, oh, I am literally out of breath here. And, wow, what more to say here? This is one to watch and to replay and to show the stun, to the damage, to the team play, warding up, not taking too many misman advantages, and... wow. Oh, just enjoy this, and wow, I have nothing left to say. Exel, absolute pleasure to cast for you folks. This is why I do this. This is why I love the League of Legends. This is why 5 years later I keep coming back for more. Oh, wow, nothing more. Later.